There comes a moment in life when we stop and ask, what is all of this for? The money, the goals, the striving, the suffering. What if the answer isn't about escaping suffering? What if the real secret to a meaningful life isn't found in pleasure? Friedrich Nietzsche, often misunderstood as dark, nihilistic, even cynical, offered one of the most profound blueprints for finding meaning in life ever created. And it's not for the faint of heart. But if you're willing to look deeper, it might just change your entire life. So sit with this video, because if it found you now, you're ready to hear what he truly meant. Nietzsche believed that life's deepest meaning comes not from avoiding hardship, but from overcoming it. And here's how. His famous idea of amor fati, love of fate, asks us not just to accept our suffering, but to embrace it as necessary. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. He wasn't promoting blind pain, but purpose-driven endurance. To suffer meaningfully is to live fully. In our society, where happiness is sold as the avoidance of discomfort, Nietzsche flips the script. What makes your life worth something is your ability to carry burdens willingly for something greater than yourself. Your struggles are not signs you're failing. They're signs you're becoming. Meaning begins when you decide, I will not let my suffering be wasted. Nietzsche rejected what he called herd morality, values passed down without question. Society tells you what success looks like. Religion tells you what's good or evil. Culture tells you what to desire. But Nietzsche asks, what if all of that is a cage? To live meaningfully is to examine the values you've inherited and recreate them. This is the path of the Übermensch, the overman, someone who rises above collective dogma and creates a life that is authentically theirs. Not easy. It takes brutal honesty. You have to kill your former self. It's the symbolic death of God. Not literal atheism, but the death of outside authority, so you can become your own. This is not chaos. It's freedom. It's saying, I will build a life that reflects my soul, not what I was told is right. Here's where it gets deeply existential. Nietzsche poses a question that might shake you. What if a demon were to say to you, this life as you now live it and have lived it, you will have to live once more, and innumerable times more? Would you throw yourself down and gnash your teeth? Or would you say, yes? The eternal return forces you to confront how you're living right now. If this life were on repeat forever, would you be proud of it? Or ashamed? This isn't just a thought experiment. It's a tool for transformation. If the answer is no, you know what to change. You know what's not aligned. A meaningful life isn't found. It's built, choice by choice, habit by habit. One day you'll look back and either smile or mourn the years you spent avoiding yourself. Now, imagine where your life could be 30 days from now if you applied what you're learning here. I've created an easy-to-follow guide to help you do just that. No fluff, just real tools that work to help you end the war in your mind and create the reality of your dreams. You'll find the link in the comments below. Now let's get back to the video. Nietzsche's core idea isn't the will to survive, but the will to power. Not domination over others, but mastery over the self. The drive to expand, to create, to overcome limitations, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary for meaning. This means you are not meant to stay small. Every time you shrink from fear, from criticism, from uncertainty, you deny the life force inside you. To live meaningfully, you must act, even when you're afraid. You must stretch, even when it hurts. Comfort kills more dreams than failure ever will. Growth, not pleasure, is what your soul is actually craving. Nietzsche believed that becoming who you're meant to be requires you to become someone you've never been, and that process is painful, but sacred. Nietzsche once said, "One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star." You are the artist of your own existence. Your canvas is your choices, your brush is your will, your masterpiece is your life. Most people exist like unshaped clay, molded by others, aimless, passive. But the meaningful life is one of conscious sculpting. You choose your struggles, you define your victories. You don't chase happiness, you chase depth. When your life becomes a reflection of your inner truth, that is beauty, that is meaning. So, what does it mean to live a meaningful life? It means refusing to coast, refusing to live a life of quiet conformity. It means choosing a path not because it's easy, but because it calls to something ancient in your soul. You will be misunderstood. You will be alone at times. You will fall. But as Nietzsche reminds us, he who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Find your why, build it with your own hands, and then live so fully, so fiercely that if asked to live it again, you'd say, yes,